Once engineers obtain data from a computer simulation, they determine which independent variables to change in order to improve the design of their project. Since picking time, the time needed to grab an item from the bin and place it on the tray, is fairly constant and unchangeable, engineers would focus on methods of reducing walking time in order to shorten the overall picking time for the 12 meal orders. The simulation you are watching represents a change in the overall layout and the arrangement of meal order items in the distribution center. Previously, in the table simulation, the items were arranged along the perimeters of 3 rectangular tables. In this simulation, items are arranged in bins on a 2-tiered shelving system. The picker gets a gray tray and a meal order from the right side of the screen and picks the items in the order they appear on the meal order. Once the tray is filled with all of the required meal order items, he places it on the conveyor belt to the left of the screen and walks back to get another tray for the upcoming meal order. Notice that the picking time for each order is fairly similar to the previous simulation, 18 to 26 seconds. The walking time for each order has decreased significantly. In the table simulation, the overall picking time for the same 12 meal orders was about 940 seconds, 672 of which were for walking time. In this simulation, the overall picking time is 659.7 seconds, of which 391.7 were for walking time. That's a difference of over 280 seconds, which is about a 30% decrease in the amount of time needed to pick the same 12 meal orders. While this is definitely an improvement from the first simulation, these results are still not as favorable as they could be. Since items are being picked in the order they appear on the meal orders and not in the order they are stored, there is still a significant amount of time spent walking up and down the aisle from item to item within an order. Engineers would continue to brainstorm methods of improving the process until they develop a design which maximizes efficiency and costs the company the least amount of money.